a Bentley and to never go to jail. I'm fresh up out the gutter, I don't know if you can tell. I'm hustling for everything I do for legacy. You can call me any type of day, my dog, I never see.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Snowhawks of Toronto taking on the Minnesota Vikings. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
On first down, Hurts. Flushed out right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. But you look at this defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move it to the top 5.
Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first. The Vikings at a disappointing 0-4 for the first month of the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
King, Bill King. Bill King.
Gibbs straight ahead. And he is going to lose yardage here. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Play action. Here's Hurts. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, a 22. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give him the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there?
Yeah,
because
possibly.
I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. Hurts. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Gibbs. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jahmyr Gibbs His third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. He's off to a great start here in this first quarter. It seems like this defense is probably going to have trouble containing him.
I would agree with that. I love the observation. And here's the thing. Their game plan coming to fruition. You knew that they came in thinking that they could run it, and now they're proving that they can and doing it in a big way.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And it's caught. Touchdown. David Njoku. His fifth touchdown now on the year. And the Snowhawks are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. The extra point hits the left upright but goes through anyway. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there.
And now look at this. Big gain, but fumble. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So holding on the offense, they go ahead and decline the penalty, and the ball will change hands on the fumble recovery. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 65 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Another run here with Sanders. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. A good gain of 12 yards that time. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Running right, here's Sanders. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. Sanders is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they? Touchdown! Miles Sanders from 3 yards out. And his guys have taken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
Don't touch that. Hey, 73. Hey, Silver. Hey.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. There he goes, right side. There he goes up the right sideline. Off to the races. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there for Minnesota. 75 yards on the ground. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
He's had success running the football. This is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Damian Harris, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are an extra point away from drawing level. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, Both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing Jones. They got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They go quickly here out to Moore. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll make it 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. 109 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
He finds his target, Allen. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 16. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And it's caught. Touchdown. David Njoku with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And his guys are going to take the lead. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened.
Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
A nice run there by Sanders on 1st down as he'll wind up with a gain of about 7 before he's brought down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Here we go, get set.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Jones. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Looking to throw. Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 133 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. 2nd down, back to Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. Flush to his right. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the 1st down at the 1-yard line, though. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Vikings are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own team. And now off to the races, down the right side. Now he's free up the right sideline. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield. A big play there just before halftime. 52 yards. So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. Trying the left side with Gibbs. Down to the 42, 2nd down. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Another run for Gibbs here. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he's going to take this one down to the 24.